Hello guys, welcome back to Open Eyes, and today we have Mr. Taner Alinc as our guest,
Hello, Orkojeet.
and we will be talking about the portrayal of Muslims in the media. Now, do you think that Muslims are fairly or unfairly portrayed in the media?
The majority of the times, yes. I feel like the media shows misleads people that don't know much about religion,
Yeah.
and it's just really biased because
Misleads in terms of the fact that they push people against Islam or for Islam.
well, I don't really want to make a bold statement.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So I don't know. I guess it's more towards the pushy end and
Mm.
pushes against. It's the shooting in the hotel in America.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So if that was a Muslim man, they would have stated his religion and everything in the
That is
headlines.
true. Fair enough.
But
Yes.
in the headlines you just saw American shoots down the hotel, but there was no religion involved.
Yeah.
So
I find that a bit weird, to be honest,
Yeah.
because no one says a Christian man shot 20 people and
Exactly.
injured 24, but then if it's a Muslim man, it's like
Yeah.
Muslim terrorist kills
Yeah.
24 people,
Yeah.
right? And but I feel like people have been were so scared for by ISIS and all these other terrorist organizations who originate from Muslim countries and hold so-called believed Islamic views and opinions.
Yeah.
I feel that is a huge reason, not the main, but a huge reason as to why this happened. Do you agree with that?
For sure. Yeah. There's no. I don't know where the beheading and Islam is, how that even correlates.
Yeah.
It's a sin to, in the Quran it says it's a sin to kill someone. So
Right.
I don't understand how they correlate that with that.
But like a lot of so I would say that people who are more towards the right side of the political spectrum tend to hold anti-Islamic, anti-Muslim beliefs,
For sure. Yeah.
right? And they always say, oh, that Muslims have backward values. Now, yes, if you look at Saudi Arabia and the people over there, and the men over there specifically, most of the men will say that, oh, women should wear a burqa, and women have to wear a burqa, they are forced to, they should be.
That is a part of it is just like Jewish people have to wear the hat.
Yeah.
That's just a part of religion, burqa.
Mm.
You have to wear it, you have to cover yourself, and to dress more thin. But there's different types of burqas. It changes from country to country, and that's more of culture.
Mhm.
So there's ones with the black, it just shows the eyes, the black one. Yeah, and then there's the people at school wear it, just the open face. So there's many different ones, but that varies from culture to culture. And they say, I say in Australia, Pauline Hanson said a lot. And
Oh man, Pauline Hanson.
and Jackie from the TV.
Yeah. Pauline Hanson, she went to the parliament wearing a. Is that a burqa or is that something else? Would that be considered a burqa? What she wore to the parliament? Yeah. And then, what was the point of that? It was so stupid.
It was it definitely angered a lot of people. I would assume.
Mm.
And they say that you can't bring Sharia law into Australia, but in the Sharia law it says you must you have to obey the laws in what country you're in. So Sharia law says to adapt yourself to the country.
Right.
And I mean, if the country's going to change their laws, I mean, we shouldn't probably. If the country's going to change their laws against Islam, then we probably shouldn't be living in it in the first place. So we're going to have to move. Worst case scenario, I'm saying.
Yeah. And but coming to this point of Sharia law, I feel like they see certain passages which look bad in a modern context, and they take it out of that context and put it into modern context. For example, I think there's this thing called, if you say you can divorce a woman just by saying divorce 3 times in Arabic or something.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I don't really know.
But there's some Sharia laws which sound really absurd to a person living in the 21st century in a developed country, right? And I feel like that is the driving force
and
for these
a lot of things
politicians.
like feminism and
that
stuff gets into play as well. When people adapt, people kind of they see the writing in many different perspectives.
Yeah.
So like everyone's not gonna understand. Like especially that's why there's the Quran, but there's something called the Hadith that the Prophet has brought down, which is just his interpretation of how to live. It's not the Quran, but it's like it helps you understand better the Quran. And obviously, who's gonna better understand than the Prophet? Like, because
I get your point. I get your point. Now, coming to the point of immigration.
Yeah.
Refugees in Syria and other Middle Eastern nations who are in conflict with other countries and whose situations are dire, such as in Palestine, etc., etc.
Yeah.
They a lot of countries have refused to take refugees from these Middle Eastern nations on the grounds that A, it's a national security threat, and B, that they are bringing in values which don't match the values that we try to portray as a nation. How do you agree with that? Because,
like, I'm obviously Turkish.
Yeah.
Turkey's brought in a lot of refugees, and they shut the doors because it's getting too much because it's way too crowded.
Right.
I don't know. I believe I want to help. If I was like the government or president of the country, I'd want to help people in need.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't want to. Like, the last thing I'd look at was their religion, race, especially race. Like it has that you can't even choose that. Like, okay, you can choose religion, maybe even sexuality. It's debated, but you can still kind of choose or prefer. But like race, like Syrian, Australian, they're all the same for me, to be honest. Yes, their values might be different, but I feel like
but the thing is, right? Like, so there was a poll done in the UK amongst the refugees who came from these conflicted nations in the Middle East, who were in countries who were predominantly Islam motivated in terms of the laws and the social culture and stuff. And the surveys actually really shocked me because 51% of the 51% of those immigrants believe gay people should be killed. 39% of the 39% of the people who came in as refugees into the UK said that they feel that men should be allowed to dominate over women.
Yeah.
And I think that these statistics, now look, I'm not saying that all Muslims are like this.
Yeah, of course.
I'm saying that people who come from these backward cultures are like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the thing is, like, in our religion, obviously Muslim myself, like, the man looks after the wife. So that's, like, that's just how it is, our culture, the things. And I feel like people see it as in, like, it can be seen as a negative and a positive way. So a positive outlook can be, like, just say you're not very well off in money-wise.
Right.
Or even if you're well off, the guy does the work still, you know what I mean? So, like, not to tire the women. So, if anything, we're putting the women above us. And there's also, like, the Prophet said, make sure, like, I'll just give you an example, he didn't say this, but, like, if you have $50, make sure you have, like, $5 and give $40 or $45 to your wife and children, you know what I mean? Like, like, the man's job is to look after the people in the house. That's what we believe, and it's not because we're oppressing women. We find it disgusting at our work or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just we find it as our duty, not our.
Okay. Yeah.
Not so much, like we're not dictating.
Yeah, and I sort of get that. That's all right. That's a view and opinion to hold. Now, again, coming to these values points, Saudi Arabia has consistently denied women basic rights. For example, they can't testify in court.
Yeah.
And they can't drive a car. They can't wear makeup. Now, do you feel that is fair to do it in the name of Islam or religion?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes even Muslims or anti-Islamics, they do use and abuse, like with the laws, like some laws. I'm not saying Muslim laws are good, or all Muslim laws are good. There is some over the top or not so good laws are in place. So like makeup, like it's not. So in Turkish culture at least, it's not. It's good. Women can wear makeup, but like when you like cake your face a lot on a daily basis, it's not seen as very. It's not seen as very I don't know how to explain it. Like
proper, ladylike.
No, it's ladylike, but it's not. You know, you don't. It's not something you do. It's just more like respect. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like Saudi Arabia definitely. That's like women.
So, I just heard about this case in Bendigo that they wanted to tear down the mosque or something.
Yeah, it was
do you know the details about that? I'm not sure.
Not. It was a while ago, so not like 100%.
Mm.
But it was just basically a bunch of people, Australians mostly, like white Australians.
Yeah.
That wanted to take down the mosque and were protesting.
Mm.
They wanted to have the mosque removed out of their suburbs.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty sad because that's where Muslim people pray, help seek forgiveness, be grateful to God.
Yeah.
And I just think it's sad because it's not like I don't blame them for hating Muslims because Muslims. There are a lot of Muslims that don't really portray themselves as their moral values are not in place.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of they just they're not. When you say Muslim, even me, I have a lot of I'm not a perfect Muslim. No one's a perfect Muslim, but
yeah.
you can have a good one. So people if you say, what religion do you follow? Oh, I follow Islam. Do you pray 5 times a day? No. Is your
Right. But I feel like that's true for most religions at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's more because of the time, the era we're in.
Yeah. Because I don't think a Christian follows every single passage of the Bible or some Hindu following every single one of the Vedas. I don't think that's ever the case.
And because of that, no one really, especially Islam and the ISIS things that we talked about before, they're scared because they don't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they see it as a major threat because the ISIS says that we want to destroy Western civilizations, we want to bomb USA, we want to bomb the UK, we want to destroy these nations.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know how much they are going to stick by that statement or that they will actually do it. But obviously it's scary for a person looking at that.
It is, and especially when you don't know nothing about the religion.
Yeah.
And there's constant media pressure on the religion in a negative
way.
You're gonna start even without knowing, just consciously just believing it.
Yeah. And a lot of anti-Islam activists and politicians use this line from the Quran, which and now I'm paraphrasing here, which essentially says, in their opinion or according to their interpretation, that anyone who doesn't choose to follow the religion of Islam should be killed.
Yeah.
Now, is that true? I have no idea.
I can't confirm 100% because I haven't read the Quran myself.
Mm-hmm.
I need to learn Arabic first. So.
Yeah.
Because and if it's translated, sometimes I'm not saying it's not true, but or even other stuff can be not true as well. Translating can be mixed up. So that's why there is a lot of confusion in religion. Saying one thing. I'm just making an example. Oh, you can't eat an apple. But with translation, because we do German, so you can't always exactly translate what the saying is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things can be mixed up, but I don't know. I don't agree with that personally.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it is our duty to at least show Islam in a good way and and try and get you to maybe consider following or consider being a believer in Islam, but obviously not forcing you. But, if it's just I did what I could. I explained my religion. I portrayed myself in a good way and what Islam actually is, and that's your duty. But I don't.
Yeah, because all Muslims aren't bad, obviously.
No, it's in everything. Forget religion. It's in race, country. Everyone has.
Yeah, the Christian extremists. There are Muslim extremists.
The priests and the pedophilia things not every priest is a child predator.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's just silly, and it just upsets Muslims, when the headlines just state the religion, and like, you know, when some white person or even this is for black people too. It's like black male.
Yeah.
You know, just don't state anything.
Mm.
Just forget. I'm not saying state everyone's religion and idea. Just don't state anything. Like, man.
Yeah, a 36-year-old man killed.
Like, what's it matter?
Yeah, there was a Las Vegas shooting, 24 killed, right? And yeah, and I get that.
And also, like, there is people that obviously there are a lot of, like, you know, haters from Islam and just say they're suicidal or something. They do it in the name of Islam, you know, to make it even worse.
Yeah, they go Allahu Akbar, which means in the name of God, right?
Yeah, Allah Akbar is what you say before you pray. And
right.
You're not even like it's such a peaceful thing. You're not, no one moves. You're not allowed to, like, you know, play around this. You know, when you pray, you just stand still, pray, job done.
Yeah.
And praying is, you know, we do it for forgiveness, and it's our duty. We pray 5 times a day. It's something peaceful. And when you scream Allah Akbar and kill people, it just makes no sense. Like, there's no connection between the thing. And I feel like people are trying to, like, sabotage religion, even though, like, they might not actually.
But the problem is that they believe that they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because they believe that they're acting according to God's will.
Yeah.
And
I feel like they're just in denial. They're just acting in their own will, to be honest. So,
yeah.
Because I don't even know, to be honest. Because, like, just saying, okay, if it said, you know, oh, you believe all gays should die. You're shooting down a cafe. How do you know they're all gay?
Right.
Or, like, there might be one gay person. Why? Okay. All right, just say it's a more ethical thing to do. Why not just shoot the gay guy? Or the black person if you're going to shoot all blacks? Like, anybody.
Yeah.
Like, it has no logic to it. And,
yeah.
And the media's trying to push it that it's what Islam says, and that's what is...
I don't personally think that a lot of people who claim they're anti-Islam have actually done extensive research on Islam or read the Quran or anything on those lines.
She's just saying all this stuff, saying Sharia law can't be in Australia. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about, to be honest.
Yeah, because I don't think there's a huge push on the Muslim community of Australia to make the constitution Sharia law.
Still, again, I think it's our fault as Muslims. We're not portraying ourselves properly, and I don't blame people for being scared and agitated and to hate Islam.
Yeah, no, I absolutely get that if people are scared, because ISIS, they may never bomb USA or they may never bomb UK.
Yeah, but it's still there.
It's still a threat.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not the fact that they probably won't do it, it's the fact that they might do it. Yeah.
No, it's just like, even saying it, it's just not right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, It is an absurd, really pathetic statement to make, to kill people in the name of someone's religion when the religion is not trying to portray
or the person
that.
might not even be part of the religion.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, in general, just Muslims are usually like, our prophet, in the Quran it says the prophet is, you know, the perfect man to follow, like, because he had not one sin. That's what it says.
Yeah.
And our prophets never said no to anybody.
Okay.
He's never said no to anybody. That's something true. And someone that peaceful, and, you know, you think, okay, if it said all gay people should die, if he's a prophet, like, wouldn't he have tried to or wanted to do something in that act, screaming Allah Akbar and killing people or something? But he hasn't hurt anybody. He hasn't even said no to someone.
Yeah.
So, like, how can you so, like, when people say that, it's just absurd, because like, the perfect Muslim, and there's a Muslim on the media.
Yeah, but what if someone asks him to murder someone? Then will we say yes?
But no, I don't. He wouldn't have been asked like stuff like that, because people were quite shy, you know, to talk. It wasn't good to look at the Prophet's face.
Oh,
so they're that shy. You're not going to ask someone.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. All right. This has been a fun discussion with Taner Alinc, and as always, like, share, and subscribe, as every YouTube channel says nowadays. And we will see you guys next time.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
No problem.